Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for daily tarot forecast for, let's see, the 3rd of December, Monday, the 3rd of December. We are going to go ahead and start by pulling a card for Aries and see what comes up for you guys. Let's see here. Alrighty, Aries, what you have showing up here is the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is just telling me that you have someone in your sphere of existence, or sphere of influence, I should say, who is showing you their true colors on the 3rd. And when they do, your opinion of them will be dropping by 2 or 3 notches once you see their true colors, Aries. All right, next, let's look at Taurus for Monday, December the 3rd. Willie Doug's mama. Wow, you made it in way early. How are you today, my friend? Alrighty, Taurus, let's see what you have. See what you have. Rising stars, hello, hello, welcome. Glad you're here. Ooh, baby, baby, Taurus, you have the green woman. For those of you who are fellows, or for those of you who basically are interested romantically in females, let's put it that way, the green woman is somebody that if she comes up in a love reading, this is the woman that I say that you want to marry her. She's a keeper. This is somebody who is very responsible, very compassionate. She's an encourager. She's an uplifter. She has high standards. This is somebody that you are going to be interacting with, Taurus, on the 3rd. Now, not all of you are going to be necessarily looking for somebody to marry or to get together with romantically. Still, you are going to be interacting with somebody that has these characteristics of somebody who is an uplifter and an encourager, somebody who is very creative and really has the ability to more or less manifest whatever she wants using her feminine energy. Okay, so that's for Taurus. That's somebody that you're going to be interacting with. I'm fantastic, my dear. Glad to hear that you're good. There's Carrie. I haven't seen you in a couple of days, honey. Glad you're back. Michelle. Oh my goodness. Hey, hey. Glad to see you here. Thank you for the thumbs up, Carrie. I do appreciate that. You're still in your PJs. I guess it is Sunday. That's allowed. Hello there, Ms. Veronica. Glad to see you here. How are you doing, honey? So let's look next at Gemini. And while I'm shuffling for Gemini for Monday, December the 3rd, let me just announce for those of you who would like to schedule a private reading with me, or those of you who'd like a 1 or 2 question recorded reading, or would like to have a Reiki session, all the services that I offer are on my website. You can find all those and at least that many more there. Check it out. If you decide that I am the right service provider for you, then just get a hold of me. All my contact information is also on my website, and we'll get you scheduled quickly. My website is www.amista.info, I-N-F-O. And it is in the description box below in case you forgot. The funeral was yesterday. Oh, yeah, that was Saturday already, huh? You're not getting out of your PJs so you go to work tomorrow. I am so glad, Carrie. Right, Willie Dog's mama? Right, you're working today, but you're doing well. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. You got yucky, but my weather is beautiful, but it's cold. I skipped my walk this morning. I'll do it a little later, maybe. Or I'll put a yoga video in. Something. I'll do something. All right, Geminis. What you guys have showing up is the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is one of my not so favorite cards to see when she comes up like this. Queen of Cups in reverse is somebody who has put up with a whole bunch of baloney for a long time and hasn't said anything, even though she hasn't been very happy about it. So when she comes up like this is like the cherry on top of the cake, which makes her totally and completely explode. And whenever she explodes, it will be, there will be a lot of things said in very loud tones of voices, maybe even more extreme behavior than that, possibly, just depending. Okay. And the reason is because she's not really reacting to whatever was the cherry on top of the cake. She's really reacting to this stuff that she's been holding in for a long time that the cherry on top of the cake just happens to be related to. So this is somebody that you're interacting with. For some of you Geminis, this may be somebody that is not happy with you and is having a volcanic explosion your way and letting you know. And for others of you, you may be observing this explosion that might be aimed more at somebody else than at you. And for others of you, you may actually just be talking to this person after the explosion happens. Either way, you get to more or less witness this explosion. Just you have your perspective on it could be from different standpoints. You might be the recipient of the explosion, or you might just be witnessing from the sidelines. Hopefully you're witnessing from the sidelines is all. You, Willow Dog's Mama, are the queen of the emojis, I gotta tell you. Check out Jack Jack. That's in a movie, right? We're not doing a movie here. Sugar Q, hello, hello. Ilsa, glad to see you back again, my dear. How have you been? Keontae Mosley, hello, hello. I'm not sure I've seen you in the room before. If I have, it's been a while. I'm glad that you're here. Welcome. Let's look at Cancer next for December 3rd, Monday. Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right, Cancer, Cancer. Let's see what comes up for you guys for Monday, December the 3rd. Here we go. All right, Cancers, here's what you have. You have the Queen of Swords showing up in reverse. You are going to be cutting off communication with somebody who is in your sphere of influence. What I'm hearing is somebody who has aggravated the piss out of you. That is literally what I'm hearing from Spirit. I really don't think I need to expound on that. I think you guys know exactly what that would mean. Pretty self-explanatory. You're a Cancer? Is somebody aggravating the crud out of you already? All right, let's look at Leo. Do you have any ideas who I might be talking about? Let's look at Leo for December the 3rd, Monday. You came in with perfect timing, Miss Keontae. Oh, and you know who I'm talking about. All right, well, let's take a peek. Sometimes these do happen a little bit earlier, like once the video is made. They can happen earlier than that, but I like to say that they're for tomorrow. You might be catching a break when you cut this person off. Thank you, LRKK. I didn't even see you come in. All I'm seeing is that you're leaving. What a bummer. Glad we're here. Okay, so Leos, you guys had 2 cards fly, so we're going to look at both of these. These are almost contradictory, actually. Why do you guys have 2 contradictory cards? Okay, so this is talking about 2 different incidences that are happening during your day, Leos. So the first part of the day, you've got the Empress, and then later on, what we have showing up is the 4 of Cups. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to happen the first part of the day with the Empress, but it's going to happen before your 4 of Cups card. So let me explain the cards. So Leos, first we're going to look at this Empress. This Empress tells me that you are manifesting exactly the things that you want to, and you're doing that with your feminine energies. Feminine energies are more receptive energies. When I like to explain the difference between feminine and masculine energies, what I like to tell people is if you can picture back in pioneer days when the woman was getting ready to make a meal, if she didn't have enough firewood to keep the fire going, she would maybe tell her husband, I need some more firewood so that I can fix supper. And then the husband would go out and chop the wood, or maybe if it was already chopped, he would bring it in. But the husband would go and do the action to get the firewood into the house. So she was receiving what she wanted, while the masculine energy was doing to make something happen. Okay, so that's the difference between feminine energy and masculine energy. Feminine is more receptive energy. And so if you know, like law of attraction or any other metaphysical things where you send out your desires to the universe, and then the universe starts to bring those back to you, that's more of the receptive type energy as well, or the more feminine energy. So Leos, you're going to be manifesting things with your more feminine, receptive, just letting the universe know this is what I need type of energy. That's the first thing that comes in for you. The second thing that comes in for you is that you're having a pity party. Okay, this is literally my pity party card, the Four of Cups. So I'm not sure why you're having a pity party. If you're creating what you want through your feminine energy, something else is going on at the same time as well. Apparently, that's what I'm assuming. And you're feeling sorry for yourself for this other, whatever this other thing is going on. So pity parties, we always feel justified in pity parties. They're the strangest things. We always feel justified in them. Poor me, it's not fair. Why did this have to happen to me? All of those questions make sense when we're right in the middle of a pity party. But guess what? None of those questions productively push us forward into anything good. They just make us feel worse than we felt before. So if you catch yourself going towards pity party energy, Leo, try to head that off at the pass if you can. Try to focus on the good things that are around you rather than the disappointments, so that you spend as little time in pity party mode as possible. Okay, that's advice on those cards. I try to keep everybody looking at the bright side if I can. It only helps us all get along better. Thank you for the thumbs up, everybody who did that. Those of you who are sharing this video, thank you for that too. I appreciate both of those, because the more people I can help, then the more people I can help, and I love doing this. So thank you. And the people who collect my rent love to collect my rent as well, so that's always a benefit, along with the fun of it. All right, so Virgo, December the 3rd. What do you have showing up? You almost had a card fall, but he didn't make it, so we're going to keep shuffling. But that one certainly made it. Excuse me. Okay, Virgo, here's what you have. Knight of Stones. Knight of Stones tells me that you are doing something to increase your value in the manifest world. This could be that you're investing in yourself. Maybe you're taking some kind of class to better yourself, to get yourself more information or more knowledge. It could be that you are strengthening your financial portfolio in some way or another as well. But you are strengthening your worth. Whether you're strengthening your worth to an employer or whether you're strengthening your worth in your portfolio, either way, you're adding to your worth in the world. Thank you, Willie Dog's mama. Oh, well, thank you, Ilsa. Alrighty, so that was Virgo. Next, who do we want to look at? Libras. Libras are up next for Monday, December the 3rd. Let's see what comes out of this. Tells you there might be some relief from cutting that person off. Now you know. All right, Libra. Okay, Libra is what you have showing up here is the King of Swords in reverse. Is this Libra themselves or is this someone they're interacting with? Well, okay, so this is good. It's somebody that you're interacting with. I'm glad to report that this is not you. My King of Swords in reverse is somebody who is grumpy, moody, likes to change the rules, likes to make people jump through hoops to try to make them happy. And they also can do some things that don't always make sense. Usually that becomes a theme when you see a King of Cups or King of Swords in reverse. Not everything they're doing may be making sense. So this is somebody that you're interacting with. This may be somebody who is triggered about something when you're interacting with them, or somebody who is just moody and just unpleasant to be around. Whenever something like this comes up on a card, it doesn't necessarily have to be something that you're dealing with for a long period of time during the day. This could be as little as a 3-minute incident. But somebody that you're interacting with who is unpleasant may not necessarily be acting like he's able to think logically, probably going to be a he, and can be very moody. Yeah, this was for Libra. You can say good luck with that because I know you've had this card before. You know what that's like. So do I. All right. Hopefully it's a small interaction for Libra. It's just a little short thing. Okay, let's look at Scorpios next for Monday, December the 3rd. Oh, that's a bummer, Willie. The dog's mama. La da 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 da. Scorpios. See what we got for Monday. All right, so Scorpios, what we have showing up here is the Two of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse is telling me that we have a decision that we're trying to make, and we're feeling very confused about this decision. We really just kind of can't make it. We may be feeling like we don't have enough or enough information to really make this decision. I don't think we'll actually be making this decision. I think we're going to be dealing with the confusion on Monday. When this card comes up, it is not always true that somebody else needs us to make a decision this day. Sometimes what's going on is we are putting pressure on ourselves to make this decision. Nobody else is really relying on the answer, but we want to make this decision because we want to have it sorted all out in our minds. And so Scorpios, fellow Scorpios, I'm going to advise that we're cognizant and aware of, is somebody else waiting on an answer? Or is this just pressure that we're putting on ourselves? Because if it's pressure that we're putting on ourselves especially, then it's good to give ourselves permission to take the time that we need to make up our minds here. And even if somebody else is putting pressure, if we don't feel like we have enough information, we may want to, well, we will be stalling on making this decision, trying to give ourselves some time to get it all sorted out. Okay, so that's for Scorpios on Monday. All right, Sagittarius is up next. Oh, I know you have a person like that around you. All right, happy birthday to all my Sagittarians. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you. Those of you who would like a discount on a live reading for your birthday, I do offer that as long as you book with me sometime during the Sagittarius sun sign time. That's a tongue twister, sun sign time. Anyway, if you book during your Sagittarius sun sign time, you Sagittarians do qualify for a 25% discount on a live reading should you decide that you would like one. Okay, so for right now, though, let's just see what your card is at the moment. Okay, so Sagittarius, what you have coming up here is the Queen of Coins. I do believe that this is talking about you and how you are going to be behaving on Monday. So this card is telling me that you Sagittarians feel like you have been very generous to somebody in your experience. And you have been generous with either your finances, your energy, your time, all in the hopes that whatever you were giving of yourself would help some other person to move forward in life in some way or other. And what you have realized now, Sagittarius, is that not only has this gift not allowed the person to move forward, it's actually made them probably more dependent on you than what they were before. And they're not really figuring out how to do things for themselves or using your generosity as a leg up to help them get forward, but they are just becoming more and more dependent on it. So as you're really realizing that, Sagittarius, what's going on is you're saying, you know what? I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. I thought that my help would help you figure things out and move forward, but obviously it's not. And since my help is not helping you move forward, I'm not going to be providing this anymore. And you're going to be cutting them off from that generosity in the hopes that they'll become, out of necessity, more productive for themselves. Okay? So that's for Sagittarius. All right, up next is Capricorn. All right, so Capricorn for Monday, December the 3rd. Let's see what we have for you guys. La da da da, la da 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 da. Okay, so Capricorns, what you have here is my respect card. Now, this card really talks about the idea of moving away from something that is comfortable and familiar into something that is totally and completely new to you. Whether this is a situation in a relationship, whether this is moving to a completely new geographic location that you don't really know your way around yet, whether this is that you're thinking about some things that you never have thought before, or you're thinking about some things in ways you've never thought about it before. One way or another, you're in completely new territory where you really don't know your way around and you're having to sort of feel your way through. That's what this is telling me about for you Capricorns. In some totally complete different place from what you're used to. So different that you're having to feel your way around there instead of, you just don't know how to get around in this. It's not familiar. All right, so that's for Capricorn. Next we have Aquarians. So Aquarius for Monday, December the 3rd. Let's see what comes up for you guys. La da da. By the way, today air signs are getting my Shadowscapes tarot deck. Water signs are getting the Druidcraft tarot. And let's see. Fire signs are getting the Russian tarot of St. Petersburg. And earth signs are getting my Wildwood tarot. Okay, so Aquarius, what you have showing up here is the Four of Swords. You're taking a break. This could be that there's something going, well, generally, this is something that's going on that is beyond your control, that is keeping you from doing all the things that you normally would do on Monday. This could be like if your computer goes on the fritz, or I've had a lady that worked in a factory, her arm got broken. This is something that is temporarily keeping you from doing what you would normally do. The other way that this could come in is if this is talking about in some kind of relationship situation, Aquarius, this is where you're taking a break in that relationship. You're just saying, yeah, I need some downtime from you. Let me step back. Let me think things over. I'm not quite sure where we're going here or where I want to go here. Okay. So when we've got the Four of Swords, whether you're taking downtime from things that you normally do or whether you're taking downtime in a relationship, what's going on is you do have the opportunity to think things through. And a lot of these things may be things you wouldn't normally consider on an everyday basis. And so this allows you to update your perspective and make it more current and more accurate and more productive for you, whichever situation this is. So you go into this forced downtime feeling like Aquarius version 1.1, but you come out of it feeling like Aquarius version 2.1 or 3.1 because of your updated perspectives and new ideas about ways to handle things. Okay, so that's for Aquarians. You're quite welcome, Ms. Carrie. People are talking, Willie Dog's Mama. You might have to refresh. Let's see. Carla's Baking Goods. Hello, hello. Been a while since I've seen you. How are you, honey? Okay, Pisces. Let's look at you guys for Monday, December the 3rd. La da da, la da da da. Marsha K, glad to see you back, honey bunny. How are you? Lorraine Southwick, hello, hello. Glad you're here. Okay, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. You just had some cards fall. Let's see how many they are. Not bad, just two. So we're going to look at both of these. All right, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Interesting. So Pisces, what you have coming up is the King of Wands and the Seven of Swords. I do believe these cards are working together to basically form some kind of sentence. So I'm not talking about two separate incidences here, first of all. So Pisces, what you need to know is you will be interacting with somebody who is a King of Wands type personality. King of Wands is somebody who is very cheerful and optimistic. They're able to see the good in everything. They think outside the box. They don't let culture tell them what they should be doing or what the normal would be. They are great at problem solving because they do think outside the box. And you've got the Seven of Swords showing here. I think you're going to be strategizing or making some kind of plan with this King of Wands person so that for most of you, I feel like this is some kind of business plan, although for some of you, this could be about, we need to make a plan about how we're going to handle our relationship because every time this thing comes up, we get into a big fight. And I would like to quit fighting about that. So you could be making some kind of plan about, okay, what are we going to do instead of fighting? How are we going to find a compromise? That could be going on. But for most of you, I feel like this has to do with business. You're strategizing with somebody about, how you can bring in more money, how you can safeguard your money, how you can start a new thing. Maybe you're talking to somebody who might be a new investor, but there's definitely some kind of strategizing going on between you and this King of Wands type person. Okay. Oh, wait. Here's the other thing you need to know, Pisces. If you are thinking about partnering up with this King of Wands type person, what you need to know is they are always very interested in the new and the shiny. And after the new and the shiny wears off and it's something that's a little bit more regular routine, then they kind of lose interest and they want to focus on other things. So you should keep in mind, Pisces, if you want to partner up with somebody like this, you also want to have people trained really quickly to fulfill things that this person would be doing in that partnership so that that person has the leeway to be able to kind of lose interest and wander off and still everything is going to run just fine. Okay? So that's for Pisces. You're quite welcome, Carrie. Thank you very much for the verification. I appreciate that. Thank you to all of you for the thumbs up and sharing the video. I do appreciate that so much. Those of you who have ordered Reiki sessions and readings from me, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to get out of here. We'll start a Reiki video here in a few minutes. Everyone have a fantastic, thrilling, peaceful day, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.